So here we go, guys. The dev server is opened again. Yes, the dev server has been opened for some hours now. Again. So no patch this week, and we are here to show some of the new stuff, okay? So I'm gonna show the major stuff, and then later I can do a data mine video that I will show the inner bits. But yeah, what does that mean? Well, the first thing, it means that, of course, the dev server being open, it means that no patch this week, okay? It will be opened until the 18th, apparently. So patch probably next week, okay, if everything goes to plan. So yeah, very, very interesting, isn't it? But at the same time, it's good and bad, I must say. Like, it's bad because, of course, we want to get on with the grind and get the new stuff. But at the same time, we need stuff to be ready, guys. So it's kind of okay, okay? So the first thing that I wanted to show is, of course, the F-35 is now kind of ready. Not really, I mean, there are still missing parts. Like, you see the floating pylon of the A9 there. But yeah, even has a cockpit that it's semi-ready. Very cool cockpit, actually, with a very modern RWR, actually. The HUD is still work in progress, but yeah, very cool. And you do have countermeasures with it, which is pretty good. You only can carry 2 M9s, and I might do a proper just F-35 video, but yeah, very cool aircraft for the Swedish. It is a squadron vehicle for the Swedish, okay? You can take some amounts of bombs and rockets as well that I'm going to show. So if we go over here, you will see a lot of bombs, a lot of rockets. It's more of a ground attacker, right? It has a 10.3 BR. It was already added, but now it's almost finalized, right? Another thing that changed is the Mitsubishi F-2. We have the addition of the sniper pod that we're going to test it out. Also, 120 countermeasures. So yeah, it is a little bit better. Let me just change one thing in my post effects over here. And yeah, very, very, very interesting to see these things. So let's test fly it. Realistic, and yeah, there we go. Let's test out this new sniper pod and the countermeasures. There will be a lot of changes, to be honest. Some of them are more interesting than others. The cockpit feel a little bit more ready, I think. The HUD, as you see, is a lot more ready. It feels like the HUD from the F-15, which is pretty interesting, okay? The name for the actual anti-ship mode is still pretty much the same, so... but, of course, now you can use it. It was something that they added afterwards. And look at the zoom on this pod, man. Of course, it has night visions. For some reason, it's not working. I need to probably put the button on. But look at the amount of zoom that this thing has. It has like 200 times of zoom, which is pretty good. I mean, look at this. Jesus Christ. Of course, I'm flying above them, but... So, yeah, as you see, very good zoom with the sniper pod. Let me just check one thing. So, there you go. Now we have night vision, okay? So I still am messing with the buttons and everything, you know, because of the way that it's working. Oh my god, I need a button to reset where it is, so I'm not gonna be able to show to you guys. Oh my god. So there we go. Now I can actually do this. So as you can see, very good thermal system, very good zoom that you can just lock it up people from a very, 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 very far distance. So this is the sniper pod. So very interesting, right? Also, of course, we have a new aircraft that it's now not only in the files, but it's here, the C-3604, which is a Swiss vehicle, a premium one at rank 2, as you see, pack. It's gonna be a pack apparently. And yeah, very normal vehicle, I must say, right? Nothing too crazy, but it's still a pretty interesting vehicle nonetheless, right? It is a prop, of course. It has some very good, you know, guns, I think. It has a lot of ammunition and stuff. And it will be probably a good attacker. By the way, sorry if there is any, like, stutters. For some reason, in dev server, sometimes, even if you click here on VSync on, it just doesn't work. So I'm having, like, my GPU working full time over here. So, of course, you can see some stutters when it's trying to load something else. 165 frames, of course. So, yeah, see, if I'm hitting something and it for some reason stutters because of the X12 or something, it will, you know, because it's not using a normal frame rate, it will basically stutter a little bit. But yeah, so very interesting aircraft, very nimble, I gotta say. For the size that it is, the weight and everything, it feels very nimble. It feels like a Trop Duster or something, right? Very interesting aircraft under the way that it looks, right? And at the same time, it looks like a BF-110 on the back, Junkers maybe, or Spitfire on the front. Yeah, probably like a Spitfire, and an IL-2 in the middle. So it's a very interesting vehicle. It has a gunner as well. So you will probably be able to take some bombs and stuff. It's just not ready yet, okay? Now we have the cockpit of the NF5A, which is a pretty cool one. Very, very modern navigation system, apparently. And at the same time, a different HUD as well. So, yeah, very, very cool aircraft. It's gonna be a very, very interesting premium to have, I must say. I don't think I can deploy these, right? Yeah. So, very cool aircraft. We have kind of a different cockpit to the F-18s as well. So, this is the MLU-2, for example, that it has a very different HUD system, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it's different, right? It feels different. A lot more digital and stuff. Everything else looks pretty much the same, but so now the radar of the Mirage 3S over here should be the correct one. It doesn't feel too different on regards of the way that you use it, okay? So at the end of the day, it is I'm supposed to be a better radar, but at the end of the day, it is, you know, very similar-ish to the older Cyrano, right? This is the Taran 18, which is a radar built by the Americans, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, interesting, right? You can, of course, use... Oh, stutter. You can use your AIM-26s there. And they completely changed most of the AA systems missiles, okay? I'm gonna do a proper video showing every single one of them, because it's so many ones that it's just kind of hard to say in one video, right? The video would be too long showing everything else, right? So, for example, just to give an example, the Iris-T, for example, now has a weaker booster, but for a very long time, 12 seconds instead of 5 on the booster burn. So, weaker, but a lot longer, which normally means a better retention of energy, right? Normally. I mean, we have to check. But, yeah, there are a lot of changes like that done to the SAM-1C, to the Python 5, to the iDerby, to the AIM-120C5, to the AIM-9X, and many others. So, we're going to do a whole video just because of that. Because there are so many changes, of course, but at the end of the day, guys, it's improvements. I hope these missiles and these things, they just become a little bit more, like a little bit better, right? A little bit buffed, if you will, because compared to the Panzer, they were having a lot of energy problems in the last previous dev server, right? And that's kind of the main things, okay? So they improved some of the missiles like the Iris-T, the AIM-120C5 actually got a nerf, and we're gonna talk about it. But everything else is pretty much the same, okay? There isn't that much stuff that it's properly different. The most of the stuff is minor fixes, minor changes that are making everything work a little bit better. Introduction of skins, like for example here that we have the proper skin working. So little things, of course, right? So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know in the comments, right, what you want to see in the dev server, because we're going to try to show everything today of the new stuff. So be ready. I'm going to do like one video like this, a data mine video showing the inner beats, which are more boring, so not everybody loves it. This is a more broader kind of audience focused video, right? And at the same time, of course, I really wanted to test the missiles again, right? The new AA system missiles, and even AIM-120C5, which also got a little bit of a change, okay? So, see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and bye.